Hello everyone, Suzanne Knaber-Nicole here from Police Science Doctor with your weekly dose of police science snippets. Police Science Doctor's mission is to bring everything that has been published and is relevant in policing research and police science to the practitioner who works in law enforcement, military, intelligence, and academia in those fields. So we're looking at investigative psychology, forensic psychology, police science, evidence-based policing, crime analysis and things like that. So hopefully you'll find something here every week or in most weeks. Police science snippets are basically 3 snippets of real golden nuggets that I've extracted from mainly recently published research in the relevant fields I've already mentioned. And I hope that they are of use to you. A lot of published research, first of all, is not accessible to you guys. So I try to at least get the abstract to you so you know what the essence is of the paper. And also, a lot of the research that is published is very abstract or very specific and not something that you can put to use straight away. So I'd always try to find some 3 each week that will be of use to you that you can somehow use straight away. So these are also, I talk about them here on the broadcast every Tuesday, and they're also emailed straight into your inbox if you put your details into the form that pops up on the Police Science Doctor email list. And website, and then you are part of the email list. It's free, it's spam free. You can obviously leave anytime you want. Just Google police science, go to Police Science Doctor and enter your details into the form that pops up. Or if it doesn't pop up, it's at the bottom of every page. So the snippets for this week are, first one is about changing schools and delinquency. Students who transition between schools when going from 8th to 9th grade report significantly less delinquency after the shift than those who do not transfer from one school to the other. And this difference persists through the 10th grade. Students who transition between schools have fewer delinquent friends and participate in less unstructured socializing following the change in school environment, which partially mediates their reduced delinquency. I find that quite interesting. So that is something that you could do with potentially with delinquent youth, maybe move them to different schools where they are not embedded in a delinquent peer group. Interestingly, I have heard or read about previously other research that showed that this does not work for police officers who engage in misconductful behavior. When they are moved around, they tend to spread misconduct, like I think they're actually called spreaders. They foster misconduct around them. So it's interesting to see that actually with delinquent youth, it does work. The second snippet is about sexual orientation and child sexual abuse. Past research demonstrated sexual and gender minority adults are more likely to erroneously be seen as predators and face harsher consequences compared to straight adults. Participants were less likely to recognize dangerous behaviors when the adult was described as a straight man interacting with a male child, suggesting that harmful adult-child interactions are more likely to be undetected in these instances. So often it goes unnoticed simply because the adult is heterosexual. And the third snippet for this week is about abuse and mental health in jail. This study found that physical, sexual, and both types of abuse combined in prison are significantly related to higher odds of internalizing behavioral health disorder issues, BHD, something like depression, anxiety, so something that's internalized. You're harming yourself basically among women and men. The effect of sexual victimization was stronger for women and their likelihood of internalizing symptoms than it was for men. Males tend to engage more in violent behavior following trauma, which could be associated with externalizing disorders. So these are behaviors that involve emotions that are directed towards others, aggression and things like that. So no big surprise here that abuse that you experience in prison deteriorates mental health effects, but this looked at more the internalizing and externalizing behaviors and separated physical and the sexual and the combined abuse. So quite interesting for that. Something else I wanted to mention, very big conference coming up from the Society of Evidence-Based Policing, whom I work together with, 8th and so the early November, 8th and 9th or 9th and 10th. Let me show you this poster here. It's quite small because it's got a lot of information on it, but you can see The website here, SEBP, Society of Evidence-Based Policing, sebp.police.uk. So go and sign up for that. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be doing some filming. I'm going to be doing some interviewing of the speakers, of some delegates. I might meet you there if you're there. It's going to be at the College of Policing in Brighton in just a few weeks, so it would be great to see you there. And until then, and until next week, I hope you are well. I hope you liked my different background. I am somewhere else this week, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. I hope you found this content useful. You can get access to each episode's transcript with key learning points, timestamps, and references if you get yourself onto my mailing list. Just go to the main website on policesciencedoctor.com, and on the bottom of each page you will find a sign-up form for notifications of new content. Just enter your first name, your preferred email address, and the type of organization you work for. You will not get any spam. This is just for me to let you know about new content and for you to get access to all the transcripts.